morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you so much for your participation in this year's Critical Issues Forum. And I really would like to welcome all of you to this year's Critical Issues Forum with the title of Nuclear Non-Proliferation, Global Opportunities and Regional Challenges. And this is the second year that we are going to engage the Japanese high schools, and increasing from last year to 3 Japanese schools. This year we have 6 Japanese schools from Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Tokyo, and Yokohama. And in addition to Japanese schools, of course, we have 5 American schools from around the country, and we have 4 Russian high schools from the closed nuclear cities. So first of all, let's welcome each other. And I really would like to express my sincere appreciation to Santa Catalina High School for opening this beautiful campus and this wonderful facility. The head of the school, Dr. John Murphy, is going to give us some welcome remarks in the afternoon. But first, I'd like to express my appreciation to Marcia, a teacher at Santa Catalina High School, who helped us so much. So welcome, Marcia. And I would also like to express my great appreciation to Professor Nobumasa Akiyama, who came from Japan, and he is one of the leading nuclear non-proliferation and disarmament experts in Japan, and he is really supporting this Critical Issues Forum. Thank you so much. He is going to give a keynote address tomorrow, so I'm going to save his long bio for tomorrow. And I would also like to welcome the delegation from the Harker School from San Jose, including head of school and department of chair and hi Diane. Chair of the board of trustees. Thank you so much for coming to the CIF program. So now I would like to also convey the sincere Dr. Potter and my supervisor, Dr. Agna Cohen. Unfortunately, they are not able to come to this conference due to their other commitments, but they really wanted to convey the most sincere welcome to all of you. So I just wanted to make sure that they are really thinking about you. And now I would like to introduce Mr. Brian Lee, Acting Deputy Director at the Center for Non-Proliferation Studies. He is also Director of a Eurasia Non-Proliferation Program at CNS. Brian Lee is a former career Army officer and a Eurasia Affairs specialist with more than 20 years of experience in a variety of national security assignments. So most recently, he was the director of the International Counter-Proliferation Program at the Defense Threat Reduction Agency to train foreign nations how to address the threat of smuggling of weapons of mass destruction. So on behalf of the CNS, he's going to give you a welcome remarks. So Brian?
Thanks, Masako. It sounds as if, Bill Potter and Ariel Cohen, or Dr. Cohen just had additional commitments and couldn't make it, but that's actually not the case. Both of them are traveling. One is in New York and the other one is Dr. Potter's in India right now on long established and previously arranged travel commitments. So that's why they couldn't be here today. So let me just add on behalf of Dr. Potter, the founding director of the Center for Non-Proliferation Studies, welcome to Monterey and welcome to the 17th Critical Issues Forum. I also want to extend special thanks to the U.S.-Japan Foundation, the Tokyo Club, and the Chapman Foundation for helping to sponsor this event, and once again to Santa Catalina High School for hosting us here today. I think you're all going to see what a really lovely venue we found here. Masako mentioned that this is the second year we have Japanese students joining us and their teachers. And as I was reflecting on what I was going to say this morning, it occurred to me that perhaps one of the most important themes we have, especially at this time, is the international nature of the students and teachers. As we know, the world is undergoing yet another crisis and conflict situation, once again between two former Cold War adversaries, both of whom were heavily nuclear-armed weapon states. But in the midst of all of this, President Obama held the Nuclear Security Summit last week in the Netherlands. And I was really struck at that summit that the ambassador to Russia, Sergei Lavrov, read a prepared statement at the summit. And his statement was almost verbatim support for the US policy on stopping the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction. So I think it shows all of us that even in tense times, this concept, this issue, this problem, this challenge of non-proliferation is something that all of us can rally around. And all of us realize that whatever your country's position is, whatever your personal opinion is, some problems are simply too large to be left to individuals, and they must be addressed in groups like this. The other thing I just thought I'd mention before I get off the stage is we talk a lot about here at the Center for Non-Proliferation Studies about our mission to educate the next generation and our mission to train the next generation of specialists. And I'm sure all of your teachers also believe very strongly in that educational mission. Otherwise, they wouldn't be teachers. They've devoted their lives to doing this type of thing. But I think sometimes we overemphasize our role in this process, and we underemphasize the role of the students here. After all, it's your initiative, your interest in this problem, your willingness to try to address this challenge, to offer your energy, intellect, and willingness to try to solve things that our generation just haven't been able to solve yet. So for all of you who've come here, I thank you for that. I applaud you for that initiative. And I leave you with this. If you get nothing else out of these few days here in Monterey, I hope you leave with new friends who may not think like you or look like you, but are as committed as you are to solving this problem of non-proliferation. Thank you.